Hello everyone, my name is Tran Xuan Bach. I am a 5th grader in Vinschool The Harmony. I'm currently the vice president in the student council too. So, Vinschool indeed is a school where every student is empowered to be responsible global citizens. In order for us to do that, we must be developed into a good leader. Vinschool indeed is a school where every student is given the opportunity to develop leadership within them, and also to give every student voice a chance to be heard, and also to develop Vinschool core values. So today, I would like to talk about distinctive quality of a good leader that I have learned and experienced in the past few years as an empowered student at Vinschool. So the first quality that I would like to mention is being knowledgeable. So when I was learning how to be knowledgeable, I often ask questions like, why should we be knowledgeable, and why do people always talk about knowledgeable leaders? So knowledgeable leaders is simply a person who is expected to have information, understanding, and skill that comes from experience and education. They are expected to grow with the group, and they must continue to rise too, which requires an ongoing pursuit to learn. Leaders are the master of expertise of a leader, which emerged after a great deal of time, experience, and education, form as a firm ground for every decision. So, in addition to that, a leader must be understanding and have skills related to performing his tasks properly and effectively. I learned to be knowledgeable by reading books, attending workshops, and also from family, friends, and teachers. The next quality that I would like to mention is being responsible. So firstly, I would like to share with you the story of Mr. Regan, the 14th President of the United States. When I was looking for president to share with you, I accidentally come to him, and it's very interesting story about responsible. When he was a very young boy, he's very active and naughty. One day, he accidentally broke one of his neighbor window, and the neighbor forced him to give him top of $5 because he just broke his window. So Ronan became very worried because he can't afford that much of money, and top of $5 at that time worth like about 125 chickens. So Ronan came home and asked his dad, "Dad, can I borrow from you top of $5, please?" And his dad say, "Okay, but what for?" And Ronan say, "Because I need to give the neighbor because I just broke his window." And his dad say, "Okay, I can give you top of $5, but in 1 year you must give me back top of $5 as a promise." So in 1 year, and in that year, he worked really, really hard in order to gain back the top of $5, and only in half a year, he gave back $12.5 to his father. The lesson I learned from his story is he have been responsible for everything that he did, and he has also been really responsible when he was a very small child. So a responsible leader not only care about everyone's performance as well as his own. He when there is no problem, they praise. But when problem arise, they seek for a solution and get the team back on track. And a good leader never make excuses. Instead, they take blame regardless and then work out how to fix the problem as soon as possible. So remember, take 100 responsibility. The next quality that I would like to share with you is being respectful. So, a cornerstone of effective leadership is a demonstration of being respectful. So what does it, so speaking of that, I would like to share with you a story of my dad's business, which told me a lot about respecting people. When my dad was having a private meeting in his office, he heard a call in his pocket, which is his phone is ringing. So after 3 rings, the staff member asked my dad, "Sir, aren't you going to get that?" And my dad said, "No, I don't know whether that call is important or not, but I do know this meeting with you is more important." Feeling valued, she got a big smile, and they continued the lesson. They continued the meeting with new energy. So the lesson I learned from here is, if you show people you value your time with them, you're much more likely gonna have experience. That you're much more likely gonna have strong communication and engagement with them. So this is easy to understand why every single person, no matter who he or she is, wants respect. They want to be treated fairly and honestly by the leader. And when they make a mistake, they want to be told about it respectfully, but in private. In the same time, a leader should treat others equally, regardless of their background and social status. And one important thing in respecting people, it is that it should lie from everything in your life, and it should come from the bottom of your heart. You're listening and you're sympathizing too. So the next 2 qualities I would like to share with you in the same slide, because I found these 2 qualities in the same person, which is Mr. Fung, the CEO of Vingroup. Now, I'm not going to say much about this, but I'm going to show you a story of him which really inspired me and much more other Vietnamese people. He has a dream, which he have a dream when he was developing in real estate. He wants the people to have beautiful roads like people in Hong Kong and beautiful houses like people in Singapore. And when he was developing in car and technology, he wants the people to have to drive his new car and use the new technologies. And the only two projects only leads to one goods. It is to improve the people in Vietnam life, and was a huge success. And the only 2 things he did was to be visionary and predict what will happen if he chooses to do this or that. He can plan anything in an analytical way, and can plan it and can divide it into manageable steps and make progress towards it. So when I was researching for future plans and the success of Vingroup, I accidentally came through an article that say, a child can be born in Vietnam, grow up in a Vin home, attend a Vin school, and later on to study in Vin University. A family can drive in a VinFast through the community designed by Vingroup master planners, and people can talk together throughout phones made by VinSmart, and they can shop for international brands at Vingroup. I was very proud and glad to be one of Vinschool Vincers and being highly educated by the teachers. So I also came on one of his speech which said, I always tell my colleague, don't let your life pass without anything worth remembering or worth retelling. You must make some impact which make people remember you. I will be a proud Vincer, and I will always be. So, in closing, personal traits help you so much in the job of a leader. It is undeniable that some people are born with these traits to become a decent leader in a very natural way. But it is not true that other people can challenge themselves in a leadership position. So each of those characteristics can be strengthened or trained in the future, and I hope that I, in the future, will be able to strengthen them and master them too. I hope you will able to find your definition of distinctive qualities of a leader and also master them. Always remember, be empowered and be a leader. Thank you for listening.